What's going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things, and today we are taking a look at the Switchblade from Microtech. Now, as much as I like knives, I'm typically not one to do knife review videos. I find them to be a little bit too long and boring. So let's first get some quick specs out of the way, and then we'll come back and talk about some of the uses and applications of this knife. This is the flagship model in Microtech's OTF line, the Ultratech. These knives really set the standard for out-the-front switchblade technology, and if you've ever fired one, then you know the feeling. This knife uses their proprietary technology, which allows the firing spring to be at rest in both the open and closed positions. They use this over a single action style like on the Halo, where you need to pull a charging handle to reset the blade, and this is said to reduce wear on the internal firing mechanism. The chassis handle has a surprisingly ergonomic feel, and the model I have here comes in a smooth, almost velvety flat finish. The pocket clip is wide and strong, allowing it to ride in your pocket nicely without worrying about it slipping out, and on the end of the clip they include a small lanyard hole as well as a ball-bearing glass breaker. The Bowler M390 blade is just under 3 inches, with the total length coming in just under 8.5 inches, and the knife is also surprisingly pretty light, coming in at 3.2 ounces. So this is probably the most common version of this knife, the SE or single edge, but it's also offered in a lot of other blade types and handle finishes as well. Out of all of the options, this would definitely be my go-to choice as an EDC knife because of the blade shape. The blade has a nice belly, it is extremely sharp right out of the box, and it's pretty robust at the same time. On the back of the knife is this unsharpened swedge, but then it actually opens up into a pretty substantial point. I will hopefully never have to use this knife for any kind of plunging or stabbing type of use, but if I do, I think that tip size will definitely allow it to hold up. The knife is of course held together with Microtech's proprietary hardware that looks really nice, but it might give you a little bit of trouble if you ever need to open this up for any reason. If I would need to open this up to clean it or anything like that, I would probably end up just sending this right back to Microtech for servicing. The switch on this knife has some beautiful machining which mirrors itself on both sides, making this thing easy to open and close with one hand. Now, since I'm in a state where I legally cannot carry this knife, it unfortunately has to stay at home and basically just lives on my desk. It really is a shame and almost a joke that movies portray these knives the way that they do, making them seem evil and scary with the way that their actions work. Like in the new version of It, as an example, a switchblade is held up to someone's neck and then is fired, extending all the way into their neck, killing them. Here's a quick example of how ridiculous that really is. Here I have a business card, just a standard business card made out of paper or cardstock for that matter. Something like this is obviously super easy to cut and penetrate, so here is the force that this thing is putting out. I will hold the Ultratech up to the business card while just holding it with 2 fingers and fire it. As you can see, this thing does not have that much power that it's going to penetrate a business card, so I can almost guarantee you that this is not going to penetrate skin all the way out to its full length. Now, if you have an out-the-front knife with a super powerful action, it may be able to cause a little bit more damage, but I'm just using this as an example to show how sometimes dramatic movie representations of things can stir up some ridiculous laws. While I have this card out here, we might as well do a quick cut test. We'll see if we can get some little curlies here. This thing is cutting super smooth right out of the box. I haven't really been torture testing this knife a whole lot, so obviously it's not going to have a whole lot of wear on it. This also probably will not see a whole lot of use in its life, so I can imagine this is going to stay pretty sharp for a while. While we're testing everything, I might as well test out this glass breaker as well. Here I have a decently thick piece of automotive glass. I have never tested this glass breaker before, so let's set it down here and see what kind of damage it can do. I'd say that worked pretty well. So that's it for my quick overview of the Microtech Ultratech. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments down below. I'm definitely not some know-it-all knife guy, but I do appreciate a nice blade when I see one. This was actually given to me as a gift from my friend Roger out at QVO Tactical. So first of all, thank you to Roger for this awesome gift. I wish I could actually carry this thing. After I got this knife and I saw and felt the quality, I actually went out and bought another knife that I can legally EDC. And this is another Microtech, the Microtech Tachyon 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, and maybe if this video gets enough support, I can do another video on this knife in the future. I think that's all for now, so if you are new to the channel, consider clicking subscribe. I make new videos every week, and that's going to be all for today. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.